welcome back to my world. Dario Richie here, and it's Final Fantasy. It's the Final Fantasy time. The Precon. The Precon for Ishtola Knights Blessed. My second ever Precon, and my second Precon in general. I wanted to get my Warhammer Precon as my first, and then my second one, I fell in love with Ishtola. Guys, I did play one Final Fantasy in my entire life. I'll tell you the funny thing is, so I didn't know much about the characters when I saw the Final Fantasy sets coming out, the decks coming out and everything. I did fall in love with her. I loved her. I was looking to build a deck, white and black, life gain, life drain, all that. And I saw her, I was like, this is absolutely perfect. And I didn't even have any deck that's in these colors, they're blue and black. So now it's funny that my Warhammer deck is the same color scheme as this, but for a long time I've just been playing with the white, the green, the red, always playing with those three colors all the time. And I did play a Final Fantasy that wasn't called Final Fantasy. Now, I played a game as a kid. It was one of my most biggest childhood memories, childhood games, was my Chocobo Tales. So if you want to Google Chocobo Tales, you know what's funny about that game? It's an adventure game, just like Final Fantasy, right? It is a Final Fantasy. It's just not. It's called Final Fantasy Maples or something. I forgot the name. Something to do with Maples. Like there was a couple of them, like cute little games, puzzle games, adventure games, but also a card game. The Chocobo Tales, the Nintendo DS game, was on Nintendo DS. That game was not just you playing with the Final Fantasy characters, but it was an actual card game with the Final Fantasy cards. The cards being characters of the universe. The whole game was like you will play cards like sorcerers, all that kind of stuff, and there will be characters of that universe, of the Final Fantasy universe, and you play as a Chocobo. So, and during most of my life, because I never played any of the actual Final Fantasy, or you can say mainstream games, I didn't know that Chocobos are animals that you actually ride on. I did not know that. I never knew that. All this time, not until now. I found out a few years ago. I was like, oh my gosh. But you play as Chocobo, the one and only Chocobo, which the Final Fantasy cards, you do actually get the actual Chocobo character that I play as in my Chocobo Tales. It was such a beautiful game. So I did have a very awesome connection with Final Fantasy, even though I didn't play any of the actual Final Fantasy games. When the games were going to I think better graphics and and cinematic trailers started to come out for video games, that's when I actually fell in love with Final Fantasy even more, because I would watch the cinematic trailers. So I fell in love with Tifa. Tifa was my first, I guess, crush back when I was a teenager, and now she's my next favorite. My actual soul, Ishtola and Tifa, my two favorite girls in Final Fantasy. And of course, I always knew Cloud. I always knew his friend as well, which right now I can't think of his name. But I always knew his friend that he had to pass his sword. He passed his sword to Cloud too. But yes, let's open this up. I'm so excited. I'm honestly, this deck and my Warhammer deck, so excited. Completely they're the same color schemes, but this is white, blue, black control. This is full on control. And sometimes I built my my Roxanne deck, and that deck there is so much going on. But with my token Warhammer deck, that's a little bit more controlled. I'm only thinking about one thing, creating tokens, and then this one's even more controlled, right? Because I'm only a few creatures, and I'm doing a lot of controlling this and that. I'm so excited to open this right now. Let's get this open. I'm gonna change the cameras now. Good, change the cameras. I can see, I put my camera a bit forward so I can, because I was rearranging a few things. We're going to switch over the cameras. We're going to use this camera for the cards, and then my little baby one for my face. Let's switch it over. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Okay, so, Final Fantasy goodness. Hold on, yep, perfect. Very nice. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting about the Pokemon of the day. I forgot in my last video. But the Pokemon of the day as I'm recording this is Mudbray. Very nice. Oh, and you know something else? When I played my Chocobo Tales, I thought that... So I loved the music. That's one of the main reasons I loved Final Fantasy so much. But I didn't know that that music I listened to as a kid... and for so long, I had no idea that music was the Final Fantasy music. So, for me, it was like, oh, kind of funsy kind of music, right? And I thought it kind of suited that game. So, when I listened to it in an actual Final Fantasy game, I was like, that's kind of like a funsy kind of music, but in a very serious game. Because Chocobo Tales, all those games, they weren't serious games. They were like little fun games, like puzzles, little mini games, all that kind of stuff. So much. I love that game so much. And I think I even collected the cards. I remember as a kid in my mum's car once, I have a memory of holding these cards. If you want to look up the game, just look up Chocobo Tales and you know what I'm talking about. Right, let's open this up. I'm so very excited to have this opened. Oh my gosh. But the thing is, alright, so I got some sleeves right here. I'll sleeve up. But I don't actually have sleeves for this deck. So I'm going to have to buy some new sleeves. So let's get this opened. Oh, look at this. It says, torn from the heavens. Honestly, it's like the most fitting deck for me because Knight's blessed. I'm always feeling blessed. I'm always expressing, like God has done so much for me in my life. My dad up in heaven, always helping me through life and, just mentally and everything. And I actually forgot to talk about the back of the box. Let's look at the back of the box. So we have here, always seek out new knowledge. And these are a couple of the cards. These are actually, no, you do get these cards in the deck. Like these are some of the cards. That's the secondary commander. You can switch the commander, but Ishtola is the better commander. And then this guy here, he is badass. He's really good. Alright, so let's read this. We've got band together with Ishtola to aid Urzi in its time of need. I think I pronounced that correctly, sorry if I didn't. Battle your friends with Final Fantasy's iconic heroes, villains, and spells in Commander, Magic's most popular multiplayer format. Outpace your opponents by generating card advantage that helps control the game. Monitor your cooldowns and mana to create powerful slowdown effects, all while triggering your team's abilities with each spell you cast. Now that's the thing. Card advantage. Both of these decks of mine, both my precons, are exactly the same. The only difference between the two is that one's control and the other one is go wide, tokens. Tokens, creatures everywhere, and army. Space Marine army, right? Mixed in with my good old angels, etc. But then this deck is, there's no creatures. It's like I'm sitting back here, being tricky, casting spells, spellcrafting, all that kind of stuff. Ishtola Knight's Blessed. I couldn't believe it. When I first saw it, I didn't see the full name. And then I looked at the name afterwards, shortly after. I was like, oh my gosh. It's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Well versed in arcane and ancient wisdom, Ishtola's pragmatism is matched only by her thirst for knowledge. Her relentless studies have revealed the edges of a greater truth, and only time will tell where this new perspective will lead her. Includes, honestly, yeah, it really is true, like, really like having the knowledge of, about God, about the heavens, all that kind of stuff. I like to think of it that way, 100 card deck with, oh yeah, that's right. This precon's a lot different to about 3 or 4 years ago, what they used to do precons. But we're going to read what's inside. It's very different to the other precon. 100 card deck with 25 new cards. So Warhammer and even I think other universes beyond like Fallout and etc. had a lot more new cards. Deck box, 10 double-sided token cards, strategy insert, reference card. This deck features cards themed around Final Fantasy XIV. Land cards may appear from other Final Fantasy games. Okay. Oh yeah, includes collector booster sample pack. Yeah, pack plus. So this collector super sample pack that you have the chance to get what it says like, there was another precon that showed a couple pictures that you could get the chance of getting those cards, etc. But these cards they come in the deck. Alright, here we go. We're gonna get it open. Oh my gosh. Let's get her open. Now this was a little bit tricky in my first opening of a precon, but that's because it was a very old box. It was, I think, beaten up with the shipping. Okay, it is out of the box. It's out of the box. We have here the deck box. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so there's that. Then we have, oh, look at that, a white one. Hey, now got a white one and a black one. Because I never had those before. Actually, you know what? I've got my original guide to Magic the Gathering. So I haven't opened up the other one that I got from Warhammer, but I think that's what this is, the guide on how to play Magic the Gathering. I've got my very original one way back in 2012 when I first played Magic the Gathering. Oh my gosh. Alright, before we get the deck, wait, where's the sample pack? Oh, wait. Oh, it's in there. Hang on. Oh my gosh. Oh, what is this? Oh, it comes in this thing. The sample pack. Oh, let's leave that for a sec. We've got the box with the tokens. Ishtola. I've forgotten his name. So he looks cool though. He looks really cool. And then that's it. I never knew what this was. I thought, wait, what is that? Is that the card? No, that's a little bit bigger than the card. But this is nice. We got the tokens. But it's on his +1/+1 counters. +1/+1. And I have no idea what that is. That's weird. I mean, I've never opened up precons before. These are, Warhammer and Final Fantasy are my first two. And the bundles give you all the counters, I guess. So I have no idea what these are. Maybe these things, you can use them as +1/+1 counters too. Yeah. That's nice. That's very cool. Alright, so we'll set that aside. We'll set that one aside. And then I'll put the deck up next. Here we go. Here she is. This is it. Look at that. So, Ishtola. Oh, we can read it. We'll read it on the big one. Okay. Ishtola, Knight's Blessed, for 1, a white, a blue, and a black. Cat. She's even a cat. That's another reason why I fell in love with her, because I'm a cat person. I love cats. Love dogs too. Don't get me wrong. I'm like a 1% difference in the two. It's like I love cats 100%, then I love dogs 99%. So there's that. Vigilance. Yes, legendary creature cat warlock. So warlock referring to she's a sorcerer. At the beginning of each end step, if a player lost 4 or more life this turn, you draw a card. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater, Ishtola deals 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 2 life. She's a 2/4. This deck is just, even straight out of the box, a reckoning. Can only needs a tiny bit of a tuning. But I've got a lot of cards that I'm going to be using to actually upgrade her. Like, I've got a lot more cards for my Ishtola deck than I did for my Warhammer deck. My Warhammer deck was a different situation. Different situation of cards. Alright, so let's not open up that yet. Or should we leave? Let's have a look at it. We'll have a look. This is, oh my gosh! By the way, I've never bought a collector booster pack before. So this is technically my very first collector booster pack. Wow. But there's only 2 cards. Sealed product, not for resale. Yep, collector booster sample pack. Yeah, I believe there's just 2 cards in there. We'll save that for the end. How about we'll save that for the end? Let's start going through. Oh my goodness. Okay. We'll start. I gotta move this thing. I need to see what I'm doing. Okay. Let's start going through the cards first, and we'll leave the sample pack. We'll leave the collector booster for last. Alright? So let's open this up. And we're gonna sleeve. We'll sleeve my Ishtola just got these plain green sleeves. I left my Pokemon sleeves in the other room. That's fine. That will do for now. That'll do for now. Oh my gosh. Ta-da! I went to go and get my Pokemon sleeves because I couldn't do it. I couldn't put it into this ball. I mean, nice green, right? Nice green color. No, I couldn't put it into that. So because we even got, I think, the etched version. I don't know if that comes in this because it didn't say. But if you watched my Warhammer, we got a very thick etched foil of the commander, which you would use as your commander. So you would get essentially you'll get 2 copies of your commander. So let's get this open. This can sit like right here. We'll use this for anything that we want to sleeve. Maybe, you know what I'll do? I will sleeve those shiny cards because I like to keep them protected. I got nothing to sleeve my deck right now, so I have to go shopping. But here she is. This is it. Oh, look at that. She's beautiful. And I would go and get it, but I've got it in my suitcase. I've got another copy of her. I'm gonna go and get it. Ta-da! Look at that. So that borderless stretchy art for $1,000. 1,000 yen. So when I was in Japan, I saw this, and you can tell that it says Big Magic, but it says I don't know if it actually says it. Probably does say, but it's damaged. So it has a little bit of a dent. So when something like that happens, they really, really reduce. Even if it's the slightest little thing, they put the price down of a card very much so. So this was $10, but in saying that, my goodness, $10 still, that's quite expensive. But yeah, I've got the 2 versions. So we've got the normal one, and then we've got the other one. So 2 versions, which is nice. I can switch between the 2. A lot of fun doing that. I love doing that, getting different artworks. Okay, so let's sleeve up. Let's sleeve. Oh my gosh, okay. Let's sleeve this one up. Maybe not in that sleeve, in case there is an etched version. I would do it. I'm going to do it in this sleeve here. Yes, these are the sleeves that I used for I used these sleeves for my Warhammer deck. These Pikachu Snorlax from the Pokemon Center. So sleeve her. Very nice. Very beautiful indeed. I love that. Absolutely love it. Okay, so there she is. Now we've got her friend. Or maybe even her brother, I have no idea. But they look like they can be brother and sister. They're both cats. So we've got the other character that can be another commander. So you've got the 2 options. You've got either Ishtola or you got Reiha. I think it's Reiha? or Greya. Greatia. That's it. Greatia. That rings a bell now. Greatia Scions Reborn. Legendary creature, Cat Wizard. So yes, Wizard is for the guys, and then Warlocks is for the girls. So it's like saying sorcery. But I love the word Warlock so much better. So Cat Wizard, 1 white, blue, and a black. Lifelink, throw wide the gates. Oh yeah, this one's got a name for the ability. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay X life, where X is that spell's mana value. If you do, create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token and put X +1/+1 counters on it. Do this only once each turn. So a very fun card. Honestly, it's a really cool one having the two of them side by side. So let's get a sleeve for him. Sleeve him up. Oh, wrong way. There we go. And he's a 2/3. He looks cool. I love the foil of it. Honestly beautiful. Okay. Now these guys, oh my gosh. Or should I say guy and gal? Yes. I think there's a guy and a gal. Elise Levelier. Terrible in my pronunciations. I'm terrible. Okay. Legendary creature, elf wizard. Partner. So he partners up with maybe his sister or something, or maybe girlfriend. Who knows? Partner with Alphaneard Levelier. I need to get Google to tell me how to say these words, these names. When this creature, so a partner, what happens when when you cast it, and I think it's on cast or when it enters the battlefield, you go fetch for the other partner and you put it in your hand, right? Into their hand from their library, then shuffle, yeah. When this creature enters, yeah, when it enters. So if it's cast and someone counter spells it, then you don't get the partner. First strike, dual cast. Oh, this is good. So the two of them, these cards are powerful as. I wouldn't be surprised that this one and the partner are going for quite a good value because they're very, very good cards. The second spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. That is game changing. That is just unbelievable. Okay, so we'll set these ones over here. There we go. Set them there. Nice. Then we're going to set these ones on the left. Oh, who's this? We're not going to read through every card. By the way, I didn't read through every card for Warhammer. We're just going to flick through them as best we can. Oh my goodness, focus. There we go. Champions from Beyond. Enchantment? Oh, this is a really good one. Dancer's chakrams. Or chakrams. Job select. So these are a new ability that came to the Final Fantasy set. Very, very good. It is an equipment. When it plays onto the battlefield, you create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token, then attach it to it. So therefore, you'll be able to get the ability of the equipment straight away because this equipment says that equipped creature gets +2/+2, has lifelink, and other commanders you control get +2/+2 and have lifelink. Really, really powerful card. This is a very good card. Then we've got Summon. Good King Mog. Look at that. Oh my gosh, is it focused? There we go. Summon Good King Mog. Never knew, or maybe I forgot. I did forget his name. So Mog, Moogle, I had him in my Chocobo Tale. So he was the coolest guy, and I would battle him the most because in being a card game, we battled each other, and he was the best to kind of like train. He was like your trainer, so he was really awesome. So this is an enchantment creature, Saga Moogle. Enchantment creatures or saga creatures, they are not now a new thing in Magic the Gathering. So it's a saga and a creature at the same time. So that's really cool. Oh, we got Tataru. Oh, very nice. Got Thancred Waters. Ah, there's the other partner. Oh, looks like they're both wizards. Oh yeah, that's right. So, Affinid Levelier. Vigilance. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, draw a card. It's so good. So you're casting your second spell for 2 less, and then you're drawing a card. It's so good. Honestly, it is so, so good. Got Blue Mage's Cane. Hermes Overseer of Elpis. Hersvalger of the First Blood. Elder Dragon. Look at this dragon. This is a very good card. Observed status. Flash. Enchantment aura. Enchant creature and opponent controls. When this aura enters, remove enchanted creature from combat. Then draw a card for each tapped creature its controller controls. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and can't attack or block. Such a good card. Eye of Nidhogg. Not another very good aura. This one's insane. Look how wicked that looks. Fendaniel. Teleforio? Ancient. Yes, legendary creature Elder Wizard. This guy's nuts. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Seville 1, at the beginning of your end step, if each opponent may sacrifice a non-token creature of their choice, each opponent who doesn't loses 2 life for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. Very, very, very nuts. Astrologian's Planisphere. Oh, Reaper's Scythe. This one's a good one. Job select, so you create a 1/1 hero, and then you attach this equipment to it. At the beginning of your end step, it put a soul counter on this equipment for each player who lost life this turn. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each soul counter on this equipment, and is an assassin in addition to its other types, and then equipped for 2. Very, very good, honestly. So, so good. Draw a card, then discard a card. Oh yeah. Transpose. Yeah, we won't read every card. Ardbert, Warrior of Darkness. Oh, here he is. Emmett Selch of the Third Seat. He can literally be a commander. Spells you cast from your graveyard cost 2 less to cast. Whenever one or more opponents lose life, you may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. If that spell would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. Do this only once each turn, and he's a 3/4 for 4 mana. But amazing card. An incredible card this is. Estinian Valnia. Hildebrand Mandevile. This is got adventure on it, so it's an instant spell, and then it can be a creature later on. Or vice versa. I always get confused about those. Cryle. Baldancion. Legendary creature, Dwarf Wizard. Oh, very nice. Lifelink. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may return target creature card with mana value equal to that spell's mana value from your graveyard to your hand. Do this only once each turn. Interesting card. Very nice. I like the colors. White, blue, beautiful. Lise Hexed. She's powerful. She's got prowess. So you're always casting cards that are not creatures, right? So that's how prowess works. Gives +1/+1 until end of turn for each time you're casting a non-creature spell. Then non-creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. As long as you've cast 2 or more non-creature spells this turn, Lise Hex has double strike. Yeah, very, very big gotcha moment, because you can swing with her and you can have mana up, and the person will be like, oh, well, I could block, But then you've got mana. Who knows what you'd be casting? I'd be blocking it to try and kill her or go trade. But nah, flowers. And then the double strike if you cast a second spell. So that is really... Yeah. Papalimo. Totolimo. Papalimo, Totolimo. Dwarf Wizard. Uranga Urgorelt. It's starting to get dark in here. Holy fuck, it's after 4. The sun's going down. Archaeomancer's map. A map. Then we've got... Oh! Authority of the Console. The card that all my friends love me playing. It's literally one... A lot of people get annoyed about this card, but it's an expensive card to buy. But I was so happy to see that this card was in this deck because it's one of my favorites. It really helps you for the life gain. Helps you prevent people from hasting into your board. You know, like prevents hasters because creatures come into tapped. So you can't haste when your creature comes in tapped. Cleansing Nova. Destroy everything. Final Judgment. Exile everything. Archmage Emeritus. Oh, this is a beautiful card. Look how beautiful that is. Dig Through Time. Oh yeah, Dig Through Time. Hey! This is a cool card. A lot of people talk about this card. It reminds me of Teferi. Digging Through Time. He's a time wizard. Okay. Rite of Replication. Sublime Epiphany. Oh yeah, this card. Choose one or more. Counter target spell. Got a few. One or more. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of options, but it's a big card to cast. Torrential Gearhulk. Big construct. Crux of Fate. For those dragon players out there, destroy all dragons or destroy all non-dragons. Yeah, if there's all dragons on the field. Convoke. Oh yeah, this has got Convoke. I love the cards. Love cards when they have to Convoke, honestly. Lethal Scheme. Murderous Rider. Oh my gosh. I've seen this card played so many times. Anyone that has a black deck or has black in their deck, they play this card. But I used to look at the old version. I love the artwork of the Final Fantasy artwork. It's so nice. So that's a very good card. I love this card. Then we got our Baleful Strix, which has a little 1/1 flying death touch. That prevents those big guys, you know, from getting through to us. And I'd be like, I got this little bird with death touch. Don't touch me. Don't touch. You can't touch this. Vendigate. Void Rend. Yeah, a pretty good card. Can't be counted. Coveted Jewel. Yeah, interesting. This is one of the cards I'm taking out of my deck. When this, yeah, you pass it around the table. I'm not really into that. I mean, yeah, I don't mind the idea, that kind of play style, but this card in particular in this type of deck, I think is a bit too much a big card. Tomb of Legends! Hey, this is actually my first Tomb of Legends. I use Tomb of Legends just about in every single deck, but my Roxanne and my Warhammer both have Idol of Oblivion. So similar card, just works better for when you're creating a lot of tokens. But this is a good card. This is a very good card, especially with the fact that my Ishtolat is got Vigilance. So you just attack with her. If someone's open, just attack. And then it will put a counter on here. You need a counter on Tomb of Legends to then pay 1 and tap it to remove a counter, and then you draw a card. So very nice card. Choked Estuary. Yeah, we've got the lands now. Darkwater Catacombs. Desolate Mirror. Drowned Catacomb. Exotic Orchard. Oh, that's dark. I actually love the artwork of that. That looks very nice. Fetid Heath. Fetid Heath, maybe? Glacial Fortress. Glacial. You know, Glaceon. Ice type. Glacials. Everything. Beautiful. Very nice. Love the artwork. Isolated Chapel. Isolated Chapel. Yeah, because this is a blessed deck. So we're talking about chapels. Oh, I've actually got a card that I've placed in my. Oh, actually no. It's gonna go in this deck. It's an actual chapel. It's an actual church. It's a jewel land. It's beautiful. I will say, oh yes. It's got a lovely star on the top. Instead of Jesus, it's got a nice shining star, which reminds me of, the story when there was I can't remember the whole story, but there was a shining bright star. Yeah, I can't think of the whole story right now. Port Town. Prairie Stream. That's beautiful. That's very nice. Scavenger Grounds. Oh my gosh, it's getting so dark in here. I got to turn my light on. Holy fudge, hold on. Okay. That's much better. Only because it's gotten so dark. Look at that. Sorry about that if you guys couldn't see it too well. Oh my gosh, focus. Scavenger Grounds. Yep, scavenging. Shine, Shadow, Snow. Sky Cloud Expanse? Whoa. Sky Cloud expands. It expands. Sunken Hollow. Sunken Ruins. Underground River. Alright, here we go. The cards now. They put the lands in between. White Ericite. I think it's Ericite? When this artifact enters exile, target non-land permanent and opponent controls until this artifact leaves the battlefield. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty nice. Sage's Knowledge. This is a nice card. I love the artwork. So it's got Job Select. Equipped creature gets +1 and has, whenever this creature attacks, untap target attacking creature and is a cleric in addition to its other types. So this is a nice card, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it in. Yeah, whenever this creature attacks, untap target attacking creature. Cycle of Power. I love this card. Because it creates a 0/1 black wizard creature token with whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this token deals 1 damage to each opponent. I've got another Final Fantasy card that's got all the black mages, all the Vivies, like black mages, because Vivi is a black mage. And I love it so much. It's such a good card. I think it was literally 3 mana. It excites me so much. 3 mana, like almost a whole deck of 3 mana cards. But it's so much fun when you're playing low casted cards. Honestly, it's the best. Oh my gosh, focus. There we go. Very nice. Cut a Deal. Lingering Souls. Swords to Plowshares. This is a beautiful looking card. Look how nice that card looks. Look at her. Absolutely gorgeous. The setting as well. The sword in the stone. Sword in the stone. Hypnotic Sprite. Hey, we got Sprite. We drink Sprite. It's lemonade. Into the story. Because that's what we do. We go into the story. Honestly, I loved my Chocobo Tales. One of my most played games as a kid. Propaganda! Now you're probably wondering, if you're familiar with this card, there's a white version. Ghostly Prison! And guess what? It's going in this deck. Not only am I going to have Propaganda, but Ghostly Prison at the same time. Both of them. If there was a black one, I'll put the black one in too. Oh my god. It's like, you know what? This is that type of deck. You sit back, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to build. So a long time ago, I was thinking about building an area deck. Area, it's a white-black, life gain, life drain deck. when Final Fantasy came out and I saw Ishtola, forget about Elliot. Elliot's great, awesome, but it wasn't exactly the playstyle I was hoping for. When I saw Ishtola, I was like, oh, I love this playstyle. On top of the fact that it's got blue. So I'm playing blue, I'm playing the other two colors that I don't have yet. You know, now that my Warhammer deck is here, I've got my Final Fantasy deck, I'm playing the blue and blacks because I love those colors too. I love mixing blue into decks and black. I can play mono black, but mono blue. There's one deck I'll build mono blue, but out of all the colors, blue is the only one that I feel that you gotta mix it into another color. But all the other colors like black, I do like black a lot. Bastion of Remembrance. Even though I'm a white player, I love the darkness. You know, it's cool. What's this? Exsanguinate. Each opponent loses X life. You gain life equal to the life lost this turn. Or this way. So you know what that means. If you did X2, everyone loses 2 life each. You gain 6 life. So this is a good card, but I'll be getting a lot of life and draining a lot of life, so it might be a card is a good finisher. Late game, actually, now that I think about it. But it might be something, because I saw cards in my Warhammer deck, I was like, it's similar to this. It does something for what the deck actually does. Life gain, life drain. But it might not be necessary. Like, for example, I had a sorcery that buffs my team for the turn and then I attack with it afterwards. It wasn't really necessary because you would have so many tokens on the field and you're like, you don't need that extra manpower. But yes, this card is a great card. Don't know if I'll keep it in my deck or not. Oh, Snuff Out. Oh, man. So, I don't think I've ever played Snuff Out before. I do love the card. It's a great card. But I love this artwork. Oh my gosh. If I get Snuff Out ever again for another deck, I have to get this artwork. It's such a beautiful, it's a witch. A beautiful, gorgeous witch. It reminds me of Soul Eater. If you're familiar with that anime in the beginning, we're introduced by the main characters, the 2 main characters, the girl and the guy. And there's this witch, dresses just like her, different colors, of course. And she's like a black witch. But this is beautiful. Look how beautiful. What does it say? Look, Avia. All these people have come to make you a gift of their souls. If you control a swamp, you may pay 4 life rather than pay this spell's mana cost. 4 is the number, the special number. Destroy target non-black creature. It can't be regenerated. So good. I don't have to pay 4 mana for this. That's why it's so good about Snuff Out. You pay life. Obviously, with black, you pay life. Oh, Siphon Mind. Each other player discards a card. You draw a card for each card discarded this way. Yeah, we'll be drawing so many cards. Not necessary. I'll be adding so many cards to this deck. Won't even be funny, honestly. It'll be crazy how many cards I'll be adding. Arcane Signet. Hey, that's a nice one. Relic of Legends! Yo, my first Relic of Legends! It's necessary if you think about it because she's got Vigilance. So I can attack with her, main phase 2, tap her, yeah, all that kind of stuff. But this is great. My first Relic of Legends. Soul Wing! Hey, look at the Soul Wing. Talisman of Dominance. Talisman of Hirachi. Talisman of Progress. Salt Vessel. You have no maximum hand size. What's a hand size? What's over 7 cards? That's nothing. Arcane Sanctum. Oh, Arcane Sanctum. Okay, cool. Ash Barrens. Command Tower. Oh, focus. There we go. Command Tower. Contaminated Aquifer. Demolish Field. Evolving Wilds. Idyllic Beachfront. Path of Ancestry. Sunlit Marsh. Very beautiful looking card. Love the look of that one. It's very nice. But you don't want to get pricked when you're walking through. Temple of the False God. Hey. And then we got our plains. Look at the plains. The lovely plains. How lovely is that? Then we got our... Oh, more plains. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Focus. Focus. There we go. 7-7. Hey, 7-7. That's nice. There's the road. One of the Final Fantasy games where you're riding in a car. Gangsters. Going on a road trip. What the heck is that? This is my islands. Don't know what that is. Oh, this is beautiful though. That's very nice. Hey, another beautiful one. Kind of looks like Summer Bay in Home and Away in Sydney. Looks very good. Oh, darkness. What is that thing? Swamp. Oh, this is the time where you can blow up because it suits the theme. What do we have here? Ah, crystals. And then our tokens. We got our hero tokens. Very nice. Another hero token. I love these hero tokens. Focus. There we go. Look at that. She's a cat. She's a cat. I love it. Another hero token. Oh, this is one of the ones I've already got. I've got this one. This is beautiful. The artwork is just incredible. I think that one's straight out of the game. That looks like it's from the game. Because they do have artworks that are actually from the game. Then we got another hero. Look at her. She's beautiful. Darkness Witch. Fantastic. Another hero. A knight. Another hero. Another hero. Are these all heroes? What's going on here? And there's this Moogle. There he is. Another Moogle. And on your turn. That's it. But we're going to quickly look through the tokens from the back. Because there might be other... Oh, yep, there's other things. Here we go. We got other things. We got a spirit. Another spirit. Oh my gosh. Instantly thought of Articuno. It looks like it's literally Articuno. I've not seen this one before. Holy fudge, we got Articuno in my Final Fantasy deck. That is... My mom will love this. She loves... I don't know, favorite color blue. She loves blue. But she would love something like this. This is just... Oh, look at that. Then we got our Black Wizard. Another one. Then we got a human soldier. Soldiering on. Then we got our treasures. A zombie. Zombie. And that's it. That is all. Holy fudge. That was good. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to upgrade. We're going to be upgrading this deck tonight. In this very... Oh my gosh. So cold. It's very cold. That's why I'm in a scarf. And it's pouring down rain right now. It's pouring down. Very dark days. But fitting for the whole Ishtola theme. Let's finish this off with our collector sample pack. I am so excited. What am I gonna get? Like, it's 2 cards out of the collector booster pack. Booster packs that you'll buy, right? Which cost a mint. I think if I had to remember, roughly $70, I would say. Maybe closer to 100. Because Final Fantasy, everybody loves. It's nuts, but they shouldn't increase the price too much. I've seen some older collector booster packs go down to $50 or something. So, you know, over time, maybe a collector booster pack can go down. Final Fantasy one. The thing is with the Final Fantasy collector boosters, the Ishtola here. So I want the special artwork of her full art. And it's in a collector booster. It's a shame. Kind of wish it was in a play booster. I'll happily buy a play booster from time to time to try and pull it. But still, in saying that, I would still buy them because I want to get the Chocobos. I love Chocobo. I love Final Fantasy. So good. I've always loved Tifa, and then now Ishtola. So I got to get the Tifa card as well. She's going in one of my future decks. So what are we going to get? I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. That opened up really nice. Don't ruin the pack. Do not ruin this pack. Okay. What's it gonna be? Uh-oh. Okay. What's it gonna be? Get the sleeves ready. It doesn't look like... Well, we didn't get a etched version. Isn't that interesting? We didn't get an etched foil thick card of the commander. But we got it looks like times have changed. Like they used to do that in the past for the precons. Now they have to do a sample pack. Which would you prefer? Another copy of your commander? Or a sample pack? Ooh. Oh wait, there's 3 cards in here. I thought there was only 2. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. What is it gonna be? Oh! Ah, there is 2 cards. That's right. I thought so. There's more where that came from. Find exciting treatments like these and more in Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy Collector Boosters. And we got Cloud. I'm going slow just because I'm trying to make sure my camera can focus. Okay. What's our first card gonna be? Ultimate Magic Holy. Aww. That's awesome. The Holy Spirit. So it's borderless, stretchy art as they call it. 3 mana. Permanents you control gain indestructible until end of turn. If this spell was cast from exile, prevent all damage that would be dealt to you this turn. It's got Foretell. Oh, it allows you to cast it from exile. It's a 3 mana card. Permanents you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Could go in my deck, even though I don't have a lot of permanents on the field. Could even go in my Warhammer deck. Even, yeah. Even Steven. So there's the first card. What's the next card gonna be? Oh my gosh! Who that? Waka! Devoted Guardian. Is it green-white? So not going in any of my precons at all. Reach Trample. So legendary creature, human warrior. Reach Trample. Whenever Waka deals combat damage to a player, destroy up to 1 target artifact that player controls and put a +1/+1 counter on Waka. At the beginning of your end step, if a counter was put on Waka this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. Reach Trample. Wow. This is a cool card. But that's it. Oh, the material of it. It's quite nice. Let's get a nice sleeve. We'll get a green one for this one. Let's get our green Gengar sleeve. Come on out, Gengar. Here we go. We'll sleeve this one up. That can probably just go into my collection. Beautiful. That's awesome. Well, that's it, guys. That is all, folks. We've got our beautiful Ishtola. Hey, where's my other one? Do the double Ishtolas. The double Ishtolas. Double trouble, right? I'm actually trying to get a card that is gonna double her. Make a copy of her. There's like Jace's thing, and then there's another one, but my goodness, they're expensive. Expensive cards. So I'm gonna see if I can. I may or may not. But guys, I hope you enjoyed. Oh my goodness. Let's look at the artwork again. There she is. Beautiful. Until next time, which I don't know when there is gonna be a next time. Because that was it. My 2 precons unboxings. If you enjoyed, give it a like. You know, let me know in the comments if you've got any of the 2 precons I've opened up. My Warhammer precon last video and my Final Fantasy precon this video. Do you have any of these cards that you've just placed into a deck that you love using? Or do you have any of these commanders? You know, like Ishtola, Greya, the Warhammer commanders. Do you have any of them as your commander? Let me know in the comments down below. But thank you so much for watching these videos. I had a lot of fun unboxing. Love doing my unboxing videos for anything. You know, I've got Pokemon unboxings on my channel. If you like Pokemon, if you like Pokemon cards, go check out my channel. I've got lots of Pokemon unboxings, lots of different things. But until next time, until the next unboxing, I'll catch you guys then. Peace out.